Hello, this is my 44422 response on Dr. Man's weaving technology into your teaching. I'm going to start off with my quotes that I found. So the first one is technology should serve as a tool that teachers can pull out of their pocket and use in the classroom. I think that this is a great quote. I think that technology is a tool, and I like the way he puts that as a tool, not a main thing that they always go to, but a tool that they can just pull out and use occasionally. I think technology is a good way for teachers that if they can't connect to their students on a certain subject and it's hard for them to understand, using technology as something to help them learn because they relate to it so well because they use it every day, and getting them a little bit more interactive with technology and that certain subject, they might can understand it a little bit better. My second quote was, if students don't measure up, they, the schools, and their neighborhoods they live in could all face serious consequences. So this is referring to if the school can't make certain test scores, then their neighborhoods and everything will get less funding. This is a terrible thing that is happening all over the place with schools that can't make the right test scores, their grades are dropping, and so the government doesn't fund them as much as they would a school that is outstanding, is making all these great test scores, and their teachers are great. And it's not that the teachers are bad, but when a school is getting less and less funding, then there's less technology, there's less teachers, there's less arts teachers, there's less music teachers, there's less PE time, and so of course that's going to make them drop because they're getting less support and it's not fair. So it's a vicious cycle. So if you less fund one school, of course they're going to drop, and the schools that are good are just going to keep getting better and better. So the third quote is, a well-constructed film may have as high teaching efficiency as a very superior teacher or even more. This was in 1919, and now we have so much technology, and that was just them saying that about a film taking the place of a teacher. And so with all the technology we have now, it makes me, as somebody that's wanting to be a teacher, afraid that will technology take my place? Will I no longer be needed in a classroom, or are teachers no longer going to be needed in a child's life? They can just watch something or do something on the internet, and that's going to make them learn. So I think that I hope that never happens, because you can't ask a computer what their opinion really, and you can't ask a film a question. You can't raise your hand and ask the movie a question, so you can't with a teacher. So my last quote is, couldn't imagine devices taking over my place as a discussion leader, classroom manager, personal coach, motivator, or lecturer. And this is Dr. Mann quoting this in this article. And I like this because a teacher is something that's very important, and technology I don't think will ever take the place of a teacher. It's scary to think that it might one day, but I hope and I think that it never will. I want my students to remember me and what I've showed them, and something that I've done that they connected with, or something that they're going to remember forever. And I think that technology can't do that. I think they can remember a certain part about technology or something that they may have used, but I think a personal connection with your students is so important on a different level than just teaching. And so I don't think technology could ever do that. One of my questions is, what if the teacher doesn't understand technology? So what if they are put in this new technology thing and they are going to have to use it with their students, but they don't understand it? Are the students going to miss out because the teacher doesn't understand? And my second question is technology taking away money that can be spent on hiring art teachers or music teachers? Because I know as an elementary student I didn't have art. I didn't go to art every week. I went to music once every 2 or 3 weeks. And so is the computers or the new technology devices, are they taking up the place of the specific teachers? And I think that that isn't a good thing, and so we'll see. A couple things that I related to is teachers were always important to me on another level as just teaching. It was somebody that you can talk to, somebody that you can get, you can go to with problems from home, and so I don't think technology will ever fill that void, and I think a student-teacher relationship is a great thing. The smartboard, like a chalkboard in the 1800s, teachers were in the 1800s were like, this chalkboard's this new technology. They didn't really understand it. They were kind of afraid of it. And I related that because I got a smartboard when I was a junior, senior in high school in a couple of my classes, and my teachers didn't know how to use it. They didn't use it at all. And I was sitting there like, what if I missed out on these new technological opportunities to learn because my teachers didn't understand how to use the smartboard? And so I completely understand when people are like, we never used that, or we didn't have that, because we had that for 2 years and I never saw a teacher use it. So I thought that was crazy, because there's definitely things you can do with it. But that is my 422 response, and so thank you.